Hey guys, this is your average gamer, Legato Assassin, and I'm bringing you another Modern Warfare remastered game of Domination on shipment. This is quite a special game. I get my longest kill streak on this. It's 24, and I earned 3 helicopters. As I've said before in my previous videos, I'm not much of a super gamer or a Kingslayer or anything like that. So yeah, 24 kill streak for me. I'm quite proud of it, and you'll see it. The game speaks for itself. I'm using the G36C, which isn't a gun that I would usually use. I stuck it on and thought, let's give it a go. I haven't got any attachments for it, as you can see, and I did really well with it. I'm pleasantly surprised. I used it a lot in Modern Warfare, the original Call of Duty 4, and I hadn't really touched it on Modern Warfare Remastered. I just favoured the M16 and the AK and the M4. I'd maxed those out. I'd earned all the attachments for those guns, so I thought, give this one a go. Yeah, and it works out pretty good. And so I wanted to talk more about something else. So yesterday, the House of Commons Speaker, John Bercow, is strongly opposed to US President Donald Trump addressing the Houses of Parliament. So I wanted to talk about that for a little bit. I'm not a huge Donald Trump supporter. In fact, I'm not a supporter of him at all. I think he's a dangerous man. I think he's out for his own ends, and he has his own agenda, a personal agenda. I don't think he holds the wishes of the American public or any public dear to his heart. I think he's a bit of a selfish arsehole. But he was elected in November as the 45th President of the United States, which I still think is crazy. Still can't get over it. And after Theresa May hopped over to Washington, days or hours after his inauguration, to brush shoulders, wash off bronzer, maybe give him some hair tips. I don't know. I found the whole thing really quite sad. I found it quite sad that she was so desperate to get over there and see him and congratulate him. That it kind of shows what kind of person she is. Character, or lack of character. I don't know how anyone would want to sidle up to a man who is quite obviously a racist and a sexist. So, anyway, but yeah, so John Bercow, who is the Speaker in the House of Commons, has said that he's strongly opposed to Donald Trump coming over and addressing Parliament. So to quote John Bercow, this is from the BBC website, it said that Mr. Bercow told MPs that opposition to racism and sexism were hugely important considerations, and he was praised by both Labour and SNP members of Parliament. Critics have said that he should stay neutral, but I don't know. I think this is quite an important matter. I think when it comes to these kinds of issues, banning immigrants from entering the country, banning refugees from entering the country, referring to women as second-class citizens, and prioritising Christian religion over anything else, or over Muslim religion or Islam, I think it's important that everybody states where they sit with that, and for me, I'm vastly opposed to those things. I think that I hold the notion that women should be treated the same as men. I don't hold the notion that anyone who wasn't born in a certain country is somehow different to us. We're all from the same cloth, and we should all be treated as such. And I think for me, it's vitally important that people like Donald Trump realise that addressing the House of Commons or addressing members of Parliament isn't an automatic right just because you've been voted in as the president. It's not an automatic right for you to address the Houses of Parliament. But I'd love to know what you think. What do you think? Do you think it should be? Do you think he should be allowed to speak and address the Houses of Commons, Houses of Parliament in Westminster Hall? Do you completely disagree with what Mr. Berkow said, that it should be a right? He was voted in as the president, and the special relationship, which is always mentioned, should be kind of upheld, and he should be allowed to speak. I'll be very interested to know what you think. But anyway, I guess only time will tell. We can let the history books do the writing. So this is where I go on my. I think I go on my kill streak. So I'm up to 12. This was one of those games that everything just seemed to go right. Everyone was running away from me, and everyone seemed to have really bad aim. So there was a couple of guys that I catch. I turn on them, and I somehow still managed to get the drop on them. So, I guess that I was playing chimpanzees or gorillas. I don't know. It was weird. I just kept thinking, any moment now I'm going to die, and I just seemed to. I kept racking up kills. It was crazy. I earned 3 helicopters. I don't get to call in the third one. I ran out of time. And I think that's the most helicopters I've called. I think 3 is the most that I've earned, and I think I get 81 kills overall in this, which I think is my highest overall kill count. I don't think I've broken 100. I don't think. Maybe in the old days. But also on this one, I only cap one flag. I capture one flag and that's it. And I always harp on about playing the objective. I always talk about, if you're playing Domination, it's important for you to capture flags and defend them. But I was being a little selfish on this one. I was trying to go for kills. I was trying to go for those big kill streaks. But what I can say is that if we weren't 130 odd points up to whatever it was, 70 points at the halfway stage of the second half, I would have been jumping on flags. But we had a nice comfortable lead. I could sit back and I could just let my kill streaks do the work. I found what's easiest, an easy way to play this map is to not run around. Just try and hold one position. So I'm holding behind this car, I've got some cover, and I'm just waiting for people to run down in front of me. It is supremely difficult to avoid hand grenades because it's just chaos. I guess the people that were on this map we were playing against hadn't unlocked 3 times frag. I have, as you can see. I'm just unloading them. So there's not much you can do to avoid the hand grenades. You just got to hold down one place and just wait for people to run past. I find assault rifles on this work a little better. Depends how you play. If you're a rusher and you want to rush around, then obviously the submachine guns are going to work much better for you. If you sit back, then the assault rifle is king. What I try and do is, I know a lot of people favour the MP5 and the P90 on this, just because I think the P90's just got such a huge magazine that you can just spray bullets, and if you put bandolier on with that, you've got something like 300 odd rounds, which on a map like this is ample. But I always find that I can never. I never need bandolier. I usually die before the standard 60 rounds is up. So I usually opt for 3 times frag or 3 times special grenade. I don't tend to run bomb squad I find that there are very few people putting out claymores. Equally, I don't run claymores because the animation on them takes too long, and I feel that I'm out of the game for too long when I stick down claymores. But I have seen a YY trick, I think it is, or a knife trick, and that if you go to lay a claymore, just before you lay it, if you do a knife attack, it cancels out the claymore animation. So we're coming to an end on this game. I'm just about to get up to my third helicopter, but as I said, I don't get to use it due to we run out of time. So I'm going to let this game play out. If you enjoyed the video, I always appreciate a like. If you're into more Call of Duty videos or any other kind of games, please think about subscribing. It helps me out massively. So, and I also want to know your thoughts and your opinions on Donald Trump coming to the UK. Yeah, there is a petition to revoke his invitation. That got, I think it got like 1 million or 1.5 million signatures. So that's being debated in Parliament, I think next week. But yeah, I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments what you think. And as always, I will see you on the next one. Thank you very much.